I'm about to explode, adding to the CSI caseload. Drop the beat like you're spinning at a rap show. Use a stone hoe so we can start the week grow. Then cue the intro, let D and H flow. Hello gamers, this is D and H, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So look, if you watched my last episode of Agrarian Skies, you may have noticed some audio-video problems. So let me just explain to you kind of what's going on. Well, I said something, I think I actually said something in the episode. I said that I had changed my codec. So I use DxStory to record episodes, and I was using the Lagarith codec, which is a pretty popular one, and I was wanting to minimize the amount of hard drive space I was taking for storage, which Lagarith wasn't too bad. I mean, there were certainly a lot worse ones out there, but, I was looking for something smaller, and I was looking for, so I haven't done much with the Blood Altar lately, and I was looking for something that basically could also help cut my render times. So I was following a video from Generic B saying, cut your render times in half. Oh, there's my cell phone. Hang on just a second. Okay. Sorry. I had to say. So, Generic B had a video, cut your render times in half or something. And so I was interested in that. So I set everything up how he said. So I recorded the last episode, and the audio and video were terrible. Like, they looked fine in the test, but basically the video would stutter every now and then, and the audio was way out of sync at several different points. So I spent a lot of time editing it together and got it to where it was not great still, but I felt it was acceptable. I was very much thinking about not releasing it. And then what happened, but what was happening was, also, prior to that, I had recorded a number of episodes of Don't Starve with the Gaming Griffin right after I had made that switch. And but I hadn't edited those yet. So I was like, oh my god, that is just going to be such a nightmare to edit. And, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to, forget all this. I'm just going to change my codec back and blah, blah, blah. And it was terrible. Idea, don't change anything. And then earlier today, these are starting to turn a little bit. Obviously, I do need to harvest these again. Earlier today, I decided to edit some of the Don't Starve stuff and just bite the bullet. And okay, I'm probably going to have to work pretty hard at that because, it's a multiplayer recording. I didn't want to give up on them. And so I went in and did two of them. And is this... Man, I might need to log out and log back in. Is this not... Yeah, sometimes this doesn't really activate correctly. Hang on. Okay, there we go. So you'll see in the mini-map up in the upper right now, it's starting to kill the stuff that's spawning, and this is... I can always tell by this if it's not joined together right. Perfect. Everything seems good. You probably caught a glimpse of this. I'll talk about that in a second. And so I went in to start biting the bullet, start editing some of those Don't Starve episodes, and they were perfect. Like, they were there was nothing wrong with them at all. So I was just like, okay, I've edited at least two of them so far, and they were fine. The only thing I changed between recording those Don't Starve episodes and the last Agrarian Skies episode was the resolution, which shouldn't have made a difference, but I don't know. So I've set the resolution now to what I was recording Don't Starve in, and I'm going to give it another chance in Agrarian Skies. So just know that I'm working on it. If this episode is not really perfect, I understand. I'm working on it. Don't worry. I will try to. I'm always trying to improve things. So I apologize in advance, but I'm really hoping that this turns out perfectly fine. So now, one of the things that's happened is the wood has finished submitting. So I submitted all 100,000 wood for the hoarding quest. So let me go in, boom, claim reward, 2 hearts, flux infuse axe, and a reward bag. Those are both fine. And this is epic. 61 lives and bound fishing rod. Okay, that's like a blood magic fishing rod, which not big fishing, but okay. I'm sure that's probably really good for a fishing rod. And that's fine. I need to get into mariculture and some more stuff. I have a whole bunch of, and I have those blood magic tools. There's an axe, so that's pretty good. Where's the fish? Oh, okay. So look at all these fish that I have. So I'm doing pretty good. I need to work with it. I haven't worked with it. So one of the things that I worked with, you saw that I built the generator, which was good. So I'm working with moving over all the power. You saw the room up there no longer had the ender generators in it. I haven't reset those up yet. I really don't have a lot of need to, but I'll probably reset them up at some point. I built this elevator. I kind of tried to make it look like the elevator in there. It runs all of the levels in here. Boom, boom, boom. So I set up this, and this looks like a lot like the one thing. So let me start. All right. So here's my power, right? And this is generating, and it's still, going strong. It's regulating itself to pump out however much power it needs, and it's doing very good with the fuel. I have tons of fuel, and it's expending. It's doing great. Okay. So the power goes down the back here. I have 3 ports that feed it down there, which I sort of showed you before. So now where it goes to is it goes to here. So it's pumping into these, which these are full, and then it's running behind these to these tesseracts. So each of these tesseracts is hooked up to something, and you'll see it's providing energy. It's in send energy mode. So all of these are basically just sending energy. This one to trees, it was crops, it was, sending energy to the grinders, to the various things that I have. That's to my inventory system. That's to the sifting room, and it runs some other stuff right now. This one over here goes to the inventory system also. I have 2 of them on the inventory system right now. I do. Okay, well, but anyway, yeah. So I'm still working on it, but that's what this is going to do. It's gonna send energy to a bunch of places, and I kind of built the room out with this wood, and then you can go back in here, and you can see that it runs power to the various things, and it runs power along the top of these. I guess I could run it along the back of these things too. I didn't need to really do all that, but yeah, anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing for right now. And yeah, that will, so that'll all be a face. And then I might put like a sign or something below each one, although I could just technically walk up to it and look. But anyway, whatever. So that's going to send power to all the various tesseracts that are out. Oh, why am I going up? I want to go down. Okay, so that's going to send power to all the various areas where I needed to send power. But I also sometimes need to send inventory. So that's what this is for. I don't really want to relocate my inventory system. So because I had the generators here, which I cleared out, I decided to make this room for the inventory stuff. So in this room, we have these tesseracts hooked up to various types of inventory modules, fluid export bus. Here's some item ducts. There's another fluid bus on top of that, and an item thing. So these ones send and receive items as are necessary. So for example, this one right here sends fluids to the spawners. So it sends mob essence to the spawners in order to power those. This sends items to the trees for planting as needed. This sends items to the crops for planting as needed. This one receives items and fluid from the grinders, which gives me mob essence and then whatever the mobs kill. So then we come up into here, and this is powering the inventory system. And yeah, so I mean, and so it's just running off of that right now, and this feeds down into that room. So, and then this throws away a bunch of stuff that gets gathered. I think I've showed that before. A bunch of one-off stuff that just kind of clogs up the system. So that's good. And then up in here, like I had disconnected a little bit of the and I broke this ladder too, which was not handy, but I disconnected some of this, and so this Tesseract's powering that area like I talked about. So really the next thing I need to work on, I need to make this area better, the sifting area. I need to be pulverizing a lot more. I need a huge collection of sand. I need to be pulverizing a lot more of all of these things, so I need more pulverizers. And rather than doing this whole setup, I'm just going to have more of them, and they're just going to go directly in and out from ME system. So I'll do that. And then I need to put together way more, what is it, igneous thermal expansion. It's the igneous extruders. I need to build a bunch of these in order to just start really generating cobblestone. And I plan on putting a whole bunch of them on the floor above the power generator over in the new building. So let me sleep real quick. So those are the things that I've done so far, and that's kind of what I'm planning on doing next. So, and then working on this area, same thing. Like I don't want to feed these with hoppers. I want just the redstone to feed in as necessary. These somewhat are automated. I need to do a way better job with all of these. These aren't automated at all. I need to really fix that. And then just, start up the Gendustry stuff, do more with the bee stuff, just basically do more with all these things. Again, I need more sand also for the glass. Like I've been, and I'm not going to have anywhere near enough room, am I? Like I've been, so I need 10,000 of each of the glass. I think I was overestimating how much I had on those. Let's see, that goes in there, that goes in there. Where am I at? So I have almost 10,000 of the clear glass. I only have like 1,000 of the other glass though, and I use glass for a lot of stuff. So, I need to smelt that up, but I need more sand. Like, look at how very little sand I actually have. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry. I'll just grab a little bit more here. Just for now, just to keep stuff going. Again, I don't need to necessarily automate everything, but yeah, I mean, it's, you want to keep stuff rolling along and bring stuff in. Good. So yeah, I want to keep, and then let's see up here. Again, we're doing a pretty good job of making dirt, although I could probably add another row or two to this. I haven't used the mycelium generator or the soul sand generator in a while. I have lava generator stuff sort of just sitting in this chest. And then the cactus is going 30 stacks. That's not too bad. But I just need more of a lot of resources. I need to work at setting this next thing up. So that's going to take me over 10,000 of that. I'm not, oh no, it's not. I'm not that worried about submitting for that yet, just yet. I should, for next time, try to complete a quest, though. Yeah, it's like 10,000 each, right? Yeah, that's dumb. Well, it's not dumb. It is what it is. So I need to do something to generate more sand. Maybe think about more dirt. I don't know. But what can I complete? I might try to maybe get to one of these. Where am I? So I need 50,000 lettuce, 10,000 tomato, 10,000 bread. So let's see. Lettuce, I have 5. I need 50. I only need 10,000 tomato. I have 7. I only have 2,000 bread. I need 10. I could do like a whole bunch more bread, like toast. Let me do another, let me just gen up 2,000, just start cooking it. Seriously, just start giving me stuff. And see, this should activate these things. Yeah, these things will start kicking on. And that's fine. Steel Powered Flight. I did turn this in last time, and I turned in the Hoarding one this time. So it's not that I'm not doing anything. This is I'm stuck with the Royal Jelly. And again, I need to progress in there. But I could definitely be doing some of this. I haven't done some of that. Maybe I'll do some of that next time. Or go with the flow. I did the one Cryotheum one last time. And I need to make a bunch more of that. I have a lot of extra bees I could melt down for DNA. I have to have... I could submit buckets of mob essence until that's done. I could definitely do that. That would give me 2 more hearts. I might do that just off camera, and it's going to give me 32 reactor casings. Maybe I'll build another reactor some point. I actually found I have like 2 reactor casings. I also need to do something with the animals. I just have some cows and chickens that you see a bunch. I need to really do something with that. And I plan on progressing like a lot of these and actually doing a lot more building in July. Again, I talked about Sky in July. I've been very much considering, like, what am I going to promise for Sky in July? Like, am I going to say, like, 1 episode a week doesn't seem like enough. Lately, it would be great for me, but for a while, I was sort of doing that. So I'm sort of like, well, maybe 2 episodes a week, or maybe an episode a week and 1 time lapse. I guarantee at least 1 time lapse during the month, but maybe 2, maybe even 3 or 4. I don't know. Probably not 3 or 4, but maybe my goal is like 2 time lapses and 4 to 6 or 7 episodes. I'm just gonna, I thought about promising a lot of things, but I think I'm just going to do as much as I can and put out as much as I can on Agrarian Skies in July. Call it Sky in July. You should see a lot of me on this map in July if I have my say about it. And I partially do. I don't fully do, but I partially do. But yeah, I wanted to let you know too, though, what was going on, and I don't want to make this episode too long. I did get the wood chopping quest. I did show you what I think is some pretty good progress with the Tesseracts. And again, the Tesseracts are something that I want to make automatically through my crafting system, so I need to upgrade that. And even with the crafting system, I only have, what is it, a 5x5x5 cube? Yeah, I'd like to really make this 7x7x7. Expand this out. That's going to bump up again. Well, I'll do something about that. But anyway, yeah, so I'd really like to expand that out to make that even bigger and better. So, but I don't, like I said, I don't want to make this episode too long, because if, again, the recording is screwed up, I'm just going to probably have to go back to my old codec because it was working. I mean, that's the important thing, is that it's working. I mean, I can delete raw footage more often or whatever I need to do to get hard drive space. It is more important that I am actually able to get a recording that doesn't stutter and doesn't do anything bad. And I was prepared to just do it, but like I said, every episode of Don't Starve I've looked at recorded with these same settings before, other than changing the resolution, which I don't think should matter. Every one of them was perfectly great. I mean, it was like the size was small, they rendered pretty quick. There was no unsyncing about it. I don't know. I don't know why that Agrarian Skies episode turned out so badly, but apparently it did. So I don't know if it's just a Minecraft thing, although, again, the person that was recommending this was Generic B, and he has done a lot of Minecraft stuff. Not lately, but even when he was talking, because this is like a 6-month-old video from him. So, yeah, I don't know. It just... I was surprised. I had never had... I mean, I know people have audio problems, and I've been very vigilant about doing things like ensuring that the bitrate that you select in the recorder is the same as the bitrate that you use in your Windows settings to try to keep audio in sync and stuff. And it wasn't totally that. I mean, those settings were fine, but again, in Don't Starve, it was fine with the same settings, but also the video was just really messed up. I mean, it wasn't just that the audio was out of sync. So if it, obviously you probably noticed that in the last episode, and I did say something in the description box too, and so I apologize. I don't like. I try my best to put out good stuff, and I don't like it when I put out something that I don't think is up to the quality that I would like it to be. I was very much considering not putting it out, just deleting the episode, but I did spend a lot of time on it, and I got it to a point where I felt like, yeah, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to show this to you, and so I did it, but not what I wanted to do, and I'm hoping that I don't have to spend a lot of time on this one fixing it. I'm really curious at this point. I might go pretty quickly after recording and edit it and see what it looks like, but I don't know. I might not want to. I might not want to look at it right now, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna go. But so that's it for me. Hopefully you like what I'm doing. Hopefully you look forward to Sky in July. I definitely am. And as always, gamers, have a good evening, day, night. Minecraft, time lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.